Hello, viewers around the world. Um, Good morning, good afternoon, good evening,
And
wherever
good
you
night.
be on the face of the planet. Um, I welcome you to my climate story with Tosin, where we invite climate champions around the world, individuals who are leading climate actions in their communities, people from frontline communities to share their climate impact stories, and also for us to be inspired on how they're leading local actions. And oftentimes, when we talk about climate change and its impact, some people wonder climate change is something that happens in faraway countries or faraway communities. But climate change affects us in different ways. Some people experience it in extreme weather conditions, and to some people, it's the drying up of the local stream, and to some people, it's the changes that are happening. That some of the things that we see around nature has been lost and gradually being eroded. So climate change affects all of us. We all are climate change eyewitnesses. But we have individuals who have gone beyond just experiencing it to leading action. And one of such climate change champion is Rekha Lalla, who works with the Climate Reality Project in India. Yes. How are you, Rekha Lalla?
I'm fine. Thank you so much. Thanks
Yeah.
for calling me and giving me a chance to be here. So,
Oh, you're doing awesomely well, and it's important that the
thank
world
you.
needs to hear you.
Yeah.
Great. So, can you tell us briefly about you? Who is Rekha Lalla?
Okay. I have been educator for past 25 years. I'm an educator. I am a Buddhist. I am a climate reality leader and a mentor. So I work with the climate reality team as a project manager of the Green School Campus program.
So, what does that mean? What do you do at the Green Schools climate program?
I talk to teachers, I talk to principals, I talk to schools and make them green. I make
Hmm.
schools green. I help them to do some changes in their structure and become green. I educate them on the climate change and I educate them on waste, water, all the five domains we talk about. I make their environment green. So that's
Hmm.
my job as Climate Reality Project India.
Thank you. But I wonder why are you doing this? Why? What makes you think the climate change is happening?
See, around me, I see the climate change happening very, very fast.
Hmm.
We used to have the long winter months. I live in the capital of Delhi, capital Delhi, which is the capital of India. But now, since past some years, we have seen the winter months becoming shorter and shorter. Summers are longer. So we have now 9 months of summers and winter months are very shorter for a shorter duration. So and sometimes flash floods are there, somewhere there are droughts happening. So
Hmm.
climate is rapidly changing.
Hmm.
The rivers which were so good and healthy, suddenly they are filled with garbage and some of them are not there. So I
Hmm.
think that worries me a lot.
Hmm.
We have seen a climate change happening very, very fast.
Hmm.
So that's what India is facing. Water shortage, yes.
Hmm.
I wherever I live in my area, I get water for only 1 hour. So imagine for the whole day we store water and keep in tanks and to be used and all that. If that is the state where I am living, I am living in the
Hmm.
capital of India. So
Hmm.
imagine the other states of India. What would be the case? So where I was brought up, where I was born, there was no water at all. We used to go and fill water buckets and bring it to our homes.
Hmm.
So that was a state where I was born in. I was brought up there. So early in the life only, I realized the importance of water, importance of nature, because I was there where there were so many trees, so
Hmm.
many fields were there. So I realized that they are so important to me. They are the one, because there was no electricity, there was no
Hmm.
water where I was
Hmm.
born. So we used to live and under a tree. We lived to like sleep under a tree at night.
Hmm.
So tree was so nice, and there was like
Hmm.
there was no fan, there was no
Hmm.
AC because there was no electricity. So we realized that if we live under a tree, it provides the same kind of coolness as we would get from an AC. So I think that importance was always there. I realized that importance much early in life because I never had such luxuries in my
Oh,
life.
great. And can you personally share with us? You just described some beautiful scene about the environment where you grew up, how you were exposed to nature. You practically lived in nature. And
Yes.
now looking back, some of those things, are they still there or they're gone? And how do you feel about that? That if we continue as business with business as usual, what kind of world are your own kids and their own kids gonna have?
I feel really scared that my future generation, my kids, will not be able to see those animals like we say about national animal. Tiger is the national animal of India. So slowly it is becoming less and less because we are cutting down forests. If forests are not there, rivers are not there because it is the tree which binds the soil and keeps it. And people forget that we take in oxygen, and if
Hmm.
we cut with the one which you can't cook the oxygen in the kitchen, you it is the tree which gives us the oxygen.
Hmm.
So if we keep on cutting them, how would you get the oxygen, the basic necessity which you are, which makes you live on this planet? So we keep on cutting trees and making the concretized structure, which is increasing in number, and green patches and green things going away from there. So will
Hmm.
that those animals my future generation would see? No, I don't think so. We are, I think, biodiversity is diminishing slowly,
Hmm.
not slowly, at a rapid space. All concretization is there. Our river bodies are filled with garbage, sewage, and everything. If you see the river, where is the river? If I go and see Yamuna, which is the river in Delhi, if I go and see that, that is filled with filth only, industrial waste, and there is no water at all. When I go and see that, I feel that sad. Yeah,
Hmm.
okay, I drink this water, river's water.
Hmm.
Like I am really surprised. I drink this river's water. It is
Hmm.
such a filthy river.
Hmm. Hmm.
What have we done to the rivers? So there are state fights going on for water. So what we will see in future is a third world war on water. So that is what I am really scared. And during the pandemic, I see pandemic would have taught us a lot of lessons,
Hmm.
told us that things are not good and we need to change some of the things. That is our lifestyle. We have to make those changes. We have to protect our biodiversity and animals and the trees. I think
Hmm.
that is what I'm scared for my future generation. And that's why I want the climate education to be there for my future generation
Hmm.
because they are the sufferers. We don't leave anything, we are not leaving anything for them. What is left
Hmm.
for them? Nothing. So they should know the climate is changing. The climate is changing and they are the protectors. They need to understand that. Their school now, during pandemic, schools are not there. We are having online classes. For 1 year, they never had a school. Who is responsible? We are responsible. We have classes online. Why this is happening to them? Because they have not done anything. We have done it. Our before generation have done it. Future generation, they haven't done anything. But they are the sufferers. I think they need to know why they are suffering like this. So the climate education, I think, in a curriculum should be a compulsory subject. Every kid has a right to know what is happening and why it is happening.
Thank you. Every kids have a right to know what is happening and why it's happening.
Yeah.
Wow, thank you. But in your own observation, how willing are the young people to actually take charge and be at the forefront of leading action on climate? Do you think there's ample response from your observation work with young people or teaching this climate education in schools?
See, I have been teaching climate education for the past 25 years.
Hmm.
So, those kids which I was teaching at 5 years, they were 5 years when they come to me. So, now you see, they are 30-year-old. they are holding some positions, and somewhere in the line, wherever they are, they should have thought about on climate change. If I have taught them, I have taught them climate change, I have taught them about environment, I have told them about sustainability. So whatever decision they would take at the place where they are, they will take in the benefit of environment. So that's why the climate education is necessary for them. If I am a teacher and my student is a 30-year-old, must be working somewhere, wherever they are working, they would take decision in the favor of environment. If they don't know anything, if they are not aware of these changes, they will not take decision in the favor of environment. That is why it is necessary for them to understand the consequences of what we are doing now, spoiling the environment and making climate and global warming worse for everyone.
Talking about, you make mention about the need to have like a lifestyle change, and my own assessment of having a lifestyle change is that it has to come. It will come at a cost to us personally, and there's a cost either way. It's either we pay now or they pay more in the future, and that means a cost to some of our lifestyle. I have been in conversation with people who would say, for instance, I'm from the global south. We're just developing. I have never really enjoyed life. And global north is they made so much wealth and they got lifestyle that are attractive to us that I also want to one day, fall in the same line. Why are you coming to tell me I should have a lifestyle change when it's just my time to enjoy? In quotes. So what message do you have for people who have such perception?
I think small changes, like uh, collect. We have so much of plastics. Why don't we start at least minimizing things? I think we need to be very aware of the 3 R's: recycle, reduce, and I think take a responsibility. If we start taking responsibility and reduce the things we produce, they will not land up in the landfill sites. You see waste segregation, it's not happening. At least I know about India and other, there are so many other countries where it is not happening. The waste segregation, which is a huge problems. We have lands which is like filled with landfills and it is making mountains out of it. Why we are not segregating? We should do that from source. So at it will develop only when we make lifestyle changes, when we segregate it at source wherever we are, so that whatever we are utilizing, at least we utilize it at how much of it is gone into making it. Say about a bag, it has got so much of things to in making it. Water has gone waste, so much of energy has gone costed. So I think if it is coming to me, I should use it to its whole life. Why should we immediately throw it away? I think that throw away things, we have to change those lifestyle changes, not maximum, just minimum small changes for the good of environment and everyone else, not only yours, everybody else. We need to do those small changes.
Wow, that's an incredible wisdom and insight you just shared right now. But sometimes people are often confused based on the power of the media and the advertorial that they're exposed to. And I think one of the message or solace people have is that, and I want to ask you, is recycling the solution to plastic pollution in the world? Because we get sold that, oh, use as much plastic as you can. The solution is in the recycling. But is it helping our planet with
I
all?
think then reuse. We have so many things which we never even think of. We just dispose it of. But I think we need to repair them, refurbish them, and reuse them. If we can't recycle them, at least reuse them. Before throwing it away as waste outside our house, we need to reuse it and think of it until its value is gone. Value for what it has been. I think so much of, because when we make something new, say about anything for that matter, we use so much of water, so much of energy has gone into making it, and even effort, so much of effort has gone into making it, and it has spoiled already the environment of that at that much time. So why you immediately you just take it by it and throw it out. We need to, I think, recycle that and reuse it. And that is what small, I think, lifestyle changes we need to make at our place, our, I think, small effort we need to make.
Thank you so much. And this effort you've been making in the last over 20 years, can you share with us some of the works you've done?
I have done campaigns. I have involved communities on no plastic bag campaign, because we here in India we use small plastic polyethylene bags which are thrown away everywhere. It's in huge number. Wherever we go, we have just given everything in that small plastic polythene bag. So I was really against them. So wherever I was working, I involved students, I involved community. I told them, okay, let's go back to
Mm,
the old cloth
mm,
bag thing
mm,
which
mm,
we
mm,
used to use. I think we
mm,
need to go to our roots, what we are. So
mm.
I told them, okay, collect all the old cloths and bring it to us, and we will stitch a bag for you. So I think that was a stitch a bag campaign. So we
Teacher
stitched the
back
bag and
campaign.
given it to them. So I think that was like a bag. And then I have done all the waste, I think, composting.
Yeah.
I'm a
Do you have some
really, really.
pictures? Do you have some pictures you'd like to share with us?
Sure.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that,
So you have
yeah,
control of that. What's that's you under the tree?
yeah, that's my climate story and initiative. If
Mm.
you can take the next slide.
No, you can control it.
All right. So that's recycling paper, me
Okay.
recycling with my students. That is paper recycling machine. I was doing it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a campaign on waste segregation I did with my students,
Mm,
all of them, with the banners and saying minimize waste, reduce waste, and
mm,
recycling.
mm,
And that's distributing the saplings and plantation we did. And that's distributing the cloth bag and saying no to polythene bags.
mm,
My
mm.
students are giving it away.
Please hold on.
Uh,
Is this can you go back?
yeah.
Yeah. Is this the campaign on Stitch a Bag?
Yeah, stitch a bag. So the
Okay.
tailor was there. So there, that is tailor was stitching, and the student is giving it to those who are coming to buy vegetable. So we exchange it from a plastic bag to the cloth bag. So that was a campaign we did.
Okay. Thank you.
So we went on for 2 months. We did this, and then selling the waste paper. So I think that is selling back, is it will not go to the landfill site. So it's the
Yes.
huge number we collected and sold it. We say waste is wealth. So I
Mm,
think
mm.
we
But
got it.
can I ask you a question about the waste? Can
Yeah,
you go back, please? Yeah.
yeah,
That is the selling of paper waste, and
yeah.
how much of this is economically viable, considering the fact that because it's a business of, I understand, of how much weight or how much of waste you can aggregate to get some significant economic value. How valuable is it for people who want to maybe start this kind of eco entrepreneurship business?
It is very viable. I think we can recycle this paper waste. And I was there in school at that time. We used to
Mm,
recycle it and make our own paper also. And we
mm,
used to sell this newspaper waste to the our those rack pickers, which would take it and sell it to again, and they that was recycled again into a newspaper. So I
mm.
think that is really viable and a good source of that at that time.
Oh, great.
Yeah. And then this is I speaking on climate change on
Mm.
various platform, and that is promoting unbaked idol, because here whenever we have a religious function,
Yes.
we have we bake it, and they cannot be decomposed. But unbaked idols can be easily, I think, disposed of on water. That was a campaign, and still I promote unbaked idols, and that's me making it and trying my hands at making the
Okay.
unbaked idols. Yeah, so these are a few things which I have done, and that is trying to save the tigers with my
Mm,
students. So
mm,
that was again joining hands with a few organizations, those who work for that. And that's Green Mela. I invited all the NGOs, those who work for the a green thing and sustainability over there. And we had a huge pandal, and everybody was there. So just educating the students and the schools over there.
Sorry,
So that
what do you mean by Mila? Green Mila?
okay, that's a community coming together of community, various
Mm,
people, those who work in
mm,
that field. They would come at one platform and they will discuss about what they do and all that is connecting them to the community.
mm,
Like some good work which they are doing in their field. So Mela is something, a community get together.
Okay.
It's
Oh,
a Hindi word. Mela is a Hindi word,
thank you.
which is a community get together thing. Yeah.
Hmm.
So, and this is growing vegetable. I have my own terrace garden now, where I grow my vegetables, all small in pots. I have grow bags, and on my terrace, I grow. I have a terrace garden also. I do composting at home,
Mm,
and so my waste, kitchen waste, at least doesn't go out of
mm,
my house now.
mm.
So that's me
Why
helping
is it
the.
important? Why is it important to compose or have a vegetable garden or to grow our own food?
See, there all my kitchen waste. Say
Yeah.
about my tea bag, my coffee
Mm,
beans,
mm,
whatever is discarded, even
mm,
the peels of fruit, vegetable,
mm.
everything goes into a. I have taken a bucket, made a few holes in it, and just
Okay.
dumped those. Every day I do that and cover it a layer of sand or mud or whatever is available, and then
Mhm.
again one layer of my food waste, and I'll keep doing it. And after 40 days, my compost is ready for my terrace
Oh.
garden. So that is composting, which I do at home. And it solves the two purpose. Number one is my waste
Mm,
which goes out is
mm,
only the one which cannot be recycled. So rest of it, I
mhm.
recycle at home. I grow my food also. So you should come and see my kitchen garden and my
Oh, lovely,
terrace. Yeah.
lovely.
I have
Maybe
a lot
someday
of
you take us
vegetables.
through a virtual tour of your garden.
Yeah, that's my school. But in my terrace garden, there are a lot of
Mm,
vegetables
mm,
growing and even fruits also. Lemons is there now, cabbage and cauliflower now.
mm. Thank you.
So
It's
that's
okay.
me helping and working with the rack pickers.
You can you tell us about more about
Uh,
the rag pickers?
What happens is I really felt had a very this thing hard with that rag picker because of the life they used to live. They used to live what we have made it to, because we have thrown away our waste and made those landfill
Mm,
sites. These rag pickers
mm,
used to live around them, around the landfill sites, and work
mm,
in segregating that. What we couldn't do it at home, they were the one which were doing it. And because their livelihood depends on that,
mm,
what we throw outside. So it is best if the houses can segregate that and give it to them, but that was not happening. They used to literally and that time when you see me, they are studying. I have provided them some stationery which they were their life used to depend. They used to earn very little amount after collecting those waste and selling it, and that's
mm,
how. So
mm,
I worked with them, and I
mm.
really felt for
So
them, for their
so
life.
in a way you consider them as partners in the
Yeah,
waste
yes,
reduction
yes, truly, yes. So that was a campaigns which I have done so many of them.
mm,
So this is a school campaign which I do with Climate Reality Project.
okay.
That is a green school program where I tell the schools to make some changes. So these are the changes they have made. Some of them
Mm,
have ancient jali system for architecture so that the air circulation is there in the building.
mm,
And these are which the schools have done some good work. They have these mats, and these are the steel tiffins which there, so that there is no garbage or anything, or there is no recyclable. They don't have to recycle or throw away their one time
mhm,
single use plastics. We say single use plastic is one which is disposed out. They don't have it, so that's why they have
mm.
steel tiffins. This school was having a vertical garden, which is very good thing, because they were having less
Oh,
of
the
vertical
vertical
garden.
garden.
Yeah, that's a new concept, and this
Mm,
school has adopted, which was really great. This was an exhaust system in the school for the good airflow for
mm,
the
mm,
students. This was a paper recycling machine, as most of the schools in India they have this paper recycling machine. So, and this was again an exhaust. This was a tree canopy, which I used to give examples to the schools that these are the good things which they can adopt. If
mm,
one school has done it, the other school
mm,
can easily adopt that.
mm,
So that is a good teaching for the students as well, which they can adopt, and schools also. That was a building with a shaft and for air circulation. So there are different techniques with the
mm,
school student, which the school said. This school has a huge vertical garden or climbers. They have not used the pots; they have used the climber for, because
mm.
it's summers are very hot, to provide them with a nice cool air. So that was a good concept, which without now much of a cost, this is cost effective also, which they could use. So that's me for the world. I think I wish to create a better world with my little efforts. That's what I am.
Great. Thank you for a wonderful job that you do, and this is quite inspiring also. And your story, I'm sure a lot of people who hear what you do and see some of the wonderful possibilities that we can get involved in, one person at a time, in our own little corner, in your own little community, creating a change that is building a world that is sustainable, not just for us, but also for coming generations. In conclusion, I just want to ask you briefly, what are some of the pushback you've experienced doing it? What are some of the challenges?
I uh, I think challenges are, I think changes everywhere. Anything you need a change is very difficult.
Hmm.
It starts with your mindset.
Hmm.
Sometimes when you understand a thing, it is easy to make changes. And in this pandemic, I think has taught us a big lesson. It has taught us to value things, to value people, to value the environment. And look at the kind of now air is also polluted. Our water was already polluted, our system was already polluted, but now the air which we breathe in, that is also polluted. So I
Hmm.
think we need to change. It is our environment, our I think world, and everything is telling us, yes, we need to change.
Hmm.
So
Thank you so much, Rekha Lalla. We need to change, and thank you that you're moving. You've been moving beyond just the need to change, but also to lead the change. And I want to say thank you for that, the which you do. And usually, for people who come on this platform, I like to share with them some poem to say thank you and also a form of prayer. But today, I'll be sharing with you our gratitude to you for all that you do. So I say to you, we give thanks for all those who are moved in their lives to heal and to protect the earth in small ways and in large ways. Blessing on the composters, the gardeners, the breeders of worm and mushrooms, the soil builders, those who have cleansed the waters and purified the air, and all those who have cleansed up the messes that others have made. Blessing on all those who defend the trees, who plant trees, who guard the forest, and who renew the forest. Blessing on all those who learn to heal the grasslands and renew the streams, and all those who prevent erosion, who restore the salmon and the fisheries, those who guard the healing herbs, and those who know the law of wild plants. Blessing on all those who heal the cities and who bring them alive again with excitement and creativity and love. Gratitude and blessing to all those who stand against greed, who risk themselves, and to those who have bled and been wounded, and to those who have given their lives in the service of the earth. Thank you so much for all you do. Thank you for all that you've done for planet Earth and for Mother Earth. We appreciate you, and please continue to do more and continue to duplicate more of your type in the world.
thank you so much. Thank you.
So, viewers, well, that's our edition for this week. My climate story with Tosin. We've had wonderful, lots of insight shared with us today by Rekha Lalla. And please, I implore you to not just listen or watch, but please let this inspire you to create a change. If nobody's leading a change in your community, you lead one. It starts usually with one person who is committed and who will not give up. Because this is the only precious home we have. There's no planet B. Without the planet, there's no you and I. And so we'll be coming your way again next week. But please remember to subscribe to this channel, like our videos, share with your friends, and please keep the conversation going in your community. Thank you. So we'll come your way again next week. Until then, bye-bye.
Thank you. Thank you.